Hey, good afternoon, everyone. This is Michelle from Best Stop Exchange Appliance Shop located at 14862 Warwick Boulevard in Newport News, Virginia. Our phone number is 757-898-5772. When you call, press option 1. Okay, so today I wanted to discuss the difference between a 120 volt electric dryer and a 240 volt electric dryer. And the reason why I wanted to discuss this is here in the local Hampton Roads area, we have a lot of customers that cannot make space or have accommodation or have the proper electrical setup for a 240 volt dryer. So they need to get a 110 volt dryer that is electric and vented. And they don't have a gas supply for a gas dryer or to set up anything for gas. So this is a typical problem in our local community, and so we have a high demand for these little electric dryers right here. And so I just wanted to discuss the difference between the two so that way people can know what to expect if they're in a situation where they do need the smaller, compact, portable 120 volt dryer. So first thing that you can notice, the difference between the two is the size. So typically the 120 volt 15 amp vented electric dryers, they're smaller. That's the very first thing that you notice. They are smaller. I don't really think that they can accommodate a bigger size because it's using less power. So anything bigger, it would take way too long to dry. So I think it's got to be in this small little compact size because it's using less power. And so let me show you this standard Whirlpool 120 volt vented dryer that we sell a lot of, that a lot of our customers need in this local area. And especially since in the local Hampton Roads area, a lot of the apartments and homes, they're really old and they have really small areas, so they can't fit a standard full-size dryer in the space. So a lot of people have to opt for this option. And so you see right here, it's got the timer, and it's got a few different drying options on there, and it's got the push start button, and when you open it, it's got a nice little drum in there, and I believe the drum size on this one is like a 2.7 cubic feet capacity. And this is where the lint screen is. It's in the back over here. So you just pop that off, and that's how you clean out the lint. It's got a little moisture sensor down there. And here's the plug right here. So it just takes like a standard electrical plug that you can plug into any standard outlet in your home. And this goes off of 120 volts, 15 amps. So because it's not using as much electricity as a standard size 240 volt vented electric dryers, they do take longer to dry. So what would typically take you 30 minutes to dry in a standard electric dryer like this would probably take you about 1 hour to dry in the small little compact 120 volt 15 amp dryer that is vented. I'll show you the back side of it. You see that you still have to vent it. You see down there, there's a little vent tube. You just hook up your dryer vent hose to that and connect it to the dryer vent duct in your home to vent it outside. So it still has to be vented. And we do have an issue with a lot of our customers not having the dryer duct that they can connect that vent tube for. And there's these little boxes that you can purchase off of Amazon or at Home Depot and Lowe's. So that way you could vent in your home into the box, so that way it doesn't create moisture in your home. Now I'll also show somebody an example of that as well. So with this dryer right here, this is a nice typical standard Maytag dryer that is 240 volts vented 30 amp dryer. So it's your standard dryer. You can see the timer there. It's got several different settings. It also has the option for the end of cycle. It could be on or off. And there's your push start button. And this is where you clean out the lint. This is your lint trap right here. So this is pretty typical and standard. Majority of people have something like this in their home. And here's the dryer. The cubic feet capacity for these dryers are about 6 to 6.5 cubic feet. And they have the doors that swing open like this, and they also have the ones where the doors can swing down. So this is your standard 240 volt 15 amp dryer, and you can see this is the type of plug that it has. It could either be this 3-pronged plug or a 4-pronged plug that can be interchangeable. That's where it connects right there, and you can easily swap that out if you have a 4-prong receptacle versus the 3-prong receptacle. And you can see down there, there's the vent tube where you would hook up your dryer vent hose and connect it to the dryer duct in your home so it can vent outside. And again, with these, if you do not have the dryer duct that you can vent outside, you can purchase the boxes off of Amazon that or from Home Depot and Lowe's that you could vent to internally there in your home, but you just have to clean it out between every use. So, big difference is size, as you can tell. This is about 44 inches in height, 29 inches wide, and about 30 inches in depth, versus the small compact 120 volt, which is 24 inches in width. About, I would say, I don't know the height, I believe the height is about 30 inches, and the depth is 24 inches as well. So that's the difference between the two, and we offer both options here at our shop. So if you wanted to make inquiries about purchasing one and you're in our local area, give us a call at 757-898-5772, press option 1, and we'd be more than happy to talk to you about your different options within your home and see how we can accommodate you. Take care, bye.